Hello, hello, everybody. Okay, so I've got my readers on. Just kidding. These are blue light blockers. See, I got my ring light there. All right, so we'll just give everybody a few minutes to get on. If you're watching live, if you could just comment and let me know that you can hear me and you can hear the our intro. Hopefully you can't just see me just dancing. Whew. These do a good job. What brand are they? FICO. Not sponsored, just what I'm using now. If you're on the computer a lot, okay. Okay, we got a couple people live. Would somebody mind dropping a thumbs up in the comments so I know that you can hear me? And welcome to YouTube. This is our new platform. You can hear me. Thank you. And can you hear music in the background too? Or is that just in my earbuds? Wouldn't that be great? Just your earbuds. Oh, you guys can just see me jamming. You can't hear it. Okay, hold on. Let's fix this.
Oh. Now can you hear it? And now can you hear me? I've got the AC going. It's getting a little bit hot here in Africa, so I'm going to turn that down to make sure that the noise canceling goes. I'm going to grab my angel altar for this ceremony, and then we'll get started. Okay, so one more second. Like, give me a thumbs up if you can hear the music. No, still not. You still can't hear it? All right, I'm gonna have to fix that. In that case, I will just pause the music because I have a whole thing going in my mind. So it's not always the case though. All right, I will pause it. And we will get started. So here we go. I'm like not shouting over music anymore. So welcome everyone to the new moon in Virgo. So what we're going to be doing today is a little intention planting ceremony, and I'm still getting my system worked out for how I'm going with the year ahead with these, and I'm trying to get my keyboard worked out, I'm trying to get my mouse worked out, and just trying to get everything figured out. So what you're going to want to do, and I'll give you all a minute to do this now, is you want to get a blank piece of paper because we are going to be planting our Foursquare. And so our Foursquare is something that we take from Florence Scovel Shinn. She was a metaphysician in the early 1900s, long since passed. And she talks about the game of life and how to play it. And wise woman. So we are going to plant our Foursquare. We're going to plant our intentions. And then afterwards, I'm going to jump on the new moon call, the moon circle call, with our members. So if you are a member, you know what I'm talking about. And if you are new to this space, welcome. Thank you so much for popping into the ceremony. And if you need any additional information, it's all down below. So just click below and everything should be in there. So I'm going to give you guys a second to get your blank piece of paper ready. And then you can, if you still need the ritual for today, you can get it at Golden Otter Divinations or goldenotter.us right there. Boom, you can get it there. And if you are a Lunar Manifestations member, you have it. Okay, so, whoa, tech like gives me like, it just still always kind of like gives me a jolt. I'm like, am I doing this? Is this going right? Like, is everything okay? And I'm just gonna assume you guys can hear me and see me. And if you need the ritual, you can go here. Otherwise, if you are a Lunar Manifestations member, it's a membership. Okay, here we go. So at every new and full moon, we plant our intentions, and at every full moon, we harvest our manifestations. So what am I talking about? So when you plant an intention, it's basically saying, it's like placing an order with the universe, or another way I like to phrase it is, it's like planting a garden. So literally, like when you would plant a seed, you would, like your seeds of intention are things that you want to blossom into your field of reality. So something that you want to come into a manifestation, or you want to come into form. It's just like when you would plant a garden. So you'd plant a seed, and you would tend to that garden, shower it with like love and good vibes. I talk to my plants, and from there you would see something sprout in that garden, right? And if it didn't sprout, you'd look at it and go like, huh, why didn't that blossom? Why didn't that grow? And you can at that time decide like, well, is this what I actually want in my garden? Is this what I want to be planting? Is this what I eventually want to be harvesting? So when we talk about like planting and harvesting, that's what I'm talking about. So use the analogy of a garden or whatever fits for you. My mom was a big gardener growing up, and I try, but this like video, the new moon in Virgo ritual, I'm like holding flowers. I'm like, oh, if only I was that, I don't know, much of a green thumb. Okay, so we're gonna plant our intentions, and like I always say, it's just a easy four square, which is, fold it in half, and then somewhere on the front, you're gonna want to write Virgo new moon, and then on the back, you're gonna write Virgo full moon, because you're gonna come back to that in 6 months when you'll harvest your manifestations that you planted in this Virgo new moon. So the where are we? What day in this time space reality are we in? That's where I keep my like candle or my calendar. Golly goodness, you guys. It is September 17th. So along the side here, you're going to write September 17th for the Virgo new moon. And then on the back, you're going to write the date for the full moon. I'm going to jump over and get that because I just had that over. We were getting our blog all scheduled out for next year. I'm batching my content. So the Virgo full moon will be February 27th. So you're going to write September 17th for the Virgo new moon here, 2020. And then on this side, you're going to write February 27th, 2021. And that's going to be a full snow moon. Just so you know, just so you have the information. Okay. So the reason why it's important to plant your intentions, and then I like to keep them together, because when we plant our intentions and we think like, this is what I want to bring into my field of reality. This is the seed of intention that I'm planting at the Virgo new moon that I hope by the Virgo full moon blossoms into my reality. And is like something that I can enjoy. So really think of it like a garden, because a garden, I love the metaphor or the analogy. No, it's a metaphor. The metaphor of a garden, because a garden is something that constantly needs tended to. If you just leave it and you're just like, okay, set it and forget, it's not a crock pot, right? You know that you have to go back and make sure that you've weeded your garden. Weeded. That's the word, right? Cleared it, made sure that no animals are getting in, keep your boundaries tight. And, you're just keeping that space sacred. You can't just walk away from it. And so that's why I like this idea of like using a garden as an analogy. And at the full moon, you'll harvest. So when we plant micro intentions and macro intentions. So a micro intention is something small. Small and big are relative terms. It's relative to each person, so it's really what is specific to you. So what's micro to you could be macro to somebody else, and what's macro to somebody else could be micro to you. So you're going to play it micro and macro intentions. P.S. Emily, I have your book right here, and I'm getting to reading it. This is so I've read all these. This one I've gotten halfway through. I'll get back to that. So you're going to plant a micro and a macro intention. Micro being something you would like to come into your field of reality in 2 weeks, and macro, something you would like to come into your field of reality in 6 months. So when the Virgo full moon shows up in February. So when you're doing micro, that's the time between now, the Virgo new moon, and the full moon in Aries, which is on October 1st. Nope. Is that October 31st? No, I'm sorry, October 1st. Yeah, so on October 1st, that will be the next full moon, and it's an Aries full moon. Just like kind of write that somewhere. So when you're planting your intentions, you want to say, I am. So plant them in 4 quadrants. Health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression. And I will throw these up here for you all. This new platform that we're using has this fun, I don't know what you call this, like, text. I am, add it to the page. There you go. So you're going to want to use I am declarative language. Like, I am going on an amazing beach trip in the middle of the week. I am enforcing my boundaries so that I have a little bit more time and space in my days to just kind of breathe. I am feeling safe and sacred in my body. I am enjoying a new nutritional program. I am committed to working out every day, and I'm really enjoying my workouts. I am crowding something out of my diet. I am bringing in abundance. I am whatever it is. And then the 4 quadrants we're going to plant in, I'll say them again, but then I'll put them up on the screen for you all, are health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression. So those come from Florence Scovelson and the Game of Life and how to play it. And let's throw those up. So we've got health. Okay, I'll get to these in a second. So for anybody who's new to this channel, I used to be a teacher. I was a teacher for over a decade, high school social studies. My favorite was history. So I taught psychology, sociology, economics, modern Hawaiian history, ancient, world history. I mean, I taught it all. And and now I do this. And I just love playing with new platforms to health, love, and perfect self-expression, ease, flow. Just to make things a little bit more vibrant. And so thank you for bearing with me as I learn this. This is just like any teacher on the first day of school. It's like, how does this work? Is my PowerPoint, can you see my PowerPoint? Actually, hi to all of you teachers out there doing Zoom school. What? Let's give it up for them, and all the parents doing Zoom school, and just everybody adapting in this new time-space reality that we are calling fall 2020. That is definitely something that you could plant about. What do you want to be, easier, or what do you want to have a little bit more flow in your life? Because we are all starting some seriously bonkers new routines, and not bonkers in a bad way, bonkers in a good way, because it's just such an exciting time to explore a new chapter in our consciousness and how we evolve, and just how we work together to solve problems. So let me throw these up, and then I'll chat a little bit more. Health, wealth, love. So you're going to see a couple other words on here, and I'll explain those in a minute. I have these saved in here, of course, and now they're not, of course. But I'm kind of digging whatever random font I just found. And perfect self-expression. You guys should, while you're watching, if you could comment where you're watching from, that would be really cool. Perfect self-expression. All right, let's see. Here we go. If I spelled anything wrong, just grab a letter out of the alphabet and fix it for me. Thank you. I'm going to throw that down here so you can actually see it. Okay, I am. So we're going to plant our intentions in these 4 quadrants: health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression. I'll move that over a little bit more so you guys can see it. Now you'll probably notice that I have some other words there. If you're new to this practice, I kind of suggest going with health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression. Again, that comes from Florence Scovel Shinn, The Game of Life and How to Play It. You can find her stuff all over here on YouTube for freezy. Check it out. Or maybe if somebody could drop the link in the comments, that'd be great. If you're a member, you've got all this information. If you're a Lunar Manifestations member. Okay, health, wealth, love, perfect self-expression. So if you're new to this practice, I recommend using those those quadrants to plant in, because when you use I am language, it draws things from the immaterial plane of existence into the physical plane of existence, because you're declaring it and you're saying like, I am. And it's just a way to kind of like move energy quicker, and you're stepping into an energy of being, oh, hi, Chris. Thanks for watching from San Diego. I'll throw that out there. Well, maybe. Guys, this is really cool. So I'm so excited to like use this new platform. Check that out. Thanks, Chris. So yeah, you guys, like I said, I'm a former high school teacher, and I love playing with new tech and getting it started and just kind of seeing notepad and pen at hand. Awesome. Okay, health, wealth, love, perfect self-expression. So first time you're doing this, if you're new to a lunar cycle practice or you're new to this space, I recommend for your first year going with health, wealth, love, perfect self-expression. And why do I say a year? It's because the moon is cyclical, and it comes every 28 to 32 days, starting with a new moon, moving to a full moon, and then back to a new moon, kind of like this. And it's cyclical, so it's every month, but each month, we are in a new energy. So like right now we're in a Virgo new moon. Next month we will be in a Libra new moon, and then we will be in a Scorpio new moon. And in between those are the full moons. So it'll go like new moon, full moon, new moon, full moon. And if you're familiar with the 12 signs of the zodiac, it generally goes in that order. Occasionally there's a 13th moon that will pop in, and you just have to like note that, the kind of like, it's, I always think it's like the universe doubling down. So like this year we had a Cancer new moon in 2020, and Cancer is all about like envisioning and vision boarding and vision questing and future tripping and future envisioning. And I think a lot of us this summer were like, what do we want for our lives? Like, what are we gonna do? And we got 2 moons, we got 2 Cancer new moons to kind of take the space to do that. So if this is your second trip, I think the saying is around the sun, but in this space, you can start playing with words like ease, flow, connection, and expansion. Ease, flow, connection, expansion. I'm getting the hang of this YouTube thing, you guys. And those terms are a little bit more elastic. So like for health, you would say, so I like to share mine because especially when they come true during a manifestation or like during a harvest ceremony, I always read mine. I'm like, you guys remember back at the whatever moon we planted this together, and I kind of like whispered it to you, like, I want this to happen. Can you hold space for me? And our lunar manifestations moon circle holds that space for us, and so that when we get to manifest, it's really exciting. But so for health, like, I am dedicated to working out every morning with my personal trainer. And when I say personal trainer, that's my husband who does my, my plans. And, but it's really fun. And it's like a great way for us to build our love and connection. So it's like health. I am committed to this new morning routine where I wake up, I have a few minutes of my own time, and I do my workout. And then for love, it's like, I am honoring my agreement with my trainer, who I love, to get up and have this quality time together in the morning before the kids get up. so that we can, like have a few minutes to ourselves doing something that we both enjoy while like not having to leave the house and prepping for our homeschool because we're homeschooling this year. So those are kind of um, like clearer I am. So they're very concrete and you can almost like check it. It's like, oh, yep, that happened. Check it, manifested into my reality. Ease and connection, so like ease, flow, connection, and expansion are terms that I've played with over the last year, and they're a little bit more elastic. And it's like maybe when you have a goal or a desire, use more like desires, because when you're manifesting, it has to be a feeling. Like a goal is something that you could just like muscle into place. A manifestation is a desire that you are emitting a signal to the universe for and saying like, please match this because this is my desire. So like this space, us here doing YouTube, that's a manifestation for me of a desire that I set kind of vaguely when I was still doing radio and wasn't quite ready to be on camera and looking like this. And by this I just mean like wild and crazy. You actually get to see me in real time look like a maniac. And so I had a seed of desire, and then the universe matched it. Okay, so why do we plant in 4 quadrants? Somebody asked me this recently, like why can't, when we're manifesting, we just focus on one thing? You can, by all means. Sometimes my different quadrants are like heavy. So I will have like health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression, and then I'll have a micro and a macro. And sometimes like my health quadrant's really small, and I'm just like, I am continuing to crowd eggs out of my diet, whatever it may be. And then my connection or my expansion is huge. And I'm like, I am exploring, the quantum field this month and rapid manifestation. I am syncing up with other individuals who are on the same wavelength in the quantum field as I am, and ready to play. So that's why I always say to like plant many together, because the other reason why is to go back to this analogy of a garden. And my mom, if you're watching now, Baylor, my mom is a huge gardener. And so I grew up in Alaska, but our summers are so short. So Alaska's like 9 months of dark and, 5 months of light. No, that's not even 12 months for anybody who's good at math. Not like me. 9 plus 3, okay, 12. So the summers are really short, and it's a short growing season, but because it's always light. Fun fact, if you Google like world's biggest cabbage or like giant pumpkin, back when like the Today Show with Jay Leno, they'd have people on who was like, I grew the world's biggest pumpkin and whatever. Like they're always from my hometown. So shout out to Palmer. We have a long growing season. But my mom would like plant like a maniac in like May, because we only got 3 months to enjoy our flowers, our harvest, whatever it was. And she taught me that you always want to plant things with other like fruits and vegetables or flowers, because some flowers help some vegetables grow, and some I don't even know. Mom, you're gonna have to drop something in the comments. But basically, there's a symbiosis when we're planting, and sometimes when we lean into something that's maybe in our wealth or our flow corner, it can help us manifest like down in our love quadrant. And so think of your life as a garden. When you're when you're planting something in one quadrant, even if that's like your focus, look to the other spaces in your life where you can plant intentions that maybe support that primary focus for that new moon. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there because we've got to jump over to our members only call. I'm going to drop the link in the comments. Can I do that? Members, you all have the email. I've sent it to you twice, and I will figure out how to put it in here. But before I go, I just wanted to give you guys a little snippet of the Virgo new moon ritual. So members, Lunar Manifestations members, you have this in your email. It's been sent via email, and then it's also in the so hot in here. I should turn these safe. You also have it in the members area. Okay. Actually, that's something that I'm planting for my, I don't know if it's going to be ease or connection. Haven't decided which quadrant, but we're going to be like migrating platforms. We're migrating this fall, and it's so exciting. Okay, so if you are not a Lunar Manifestations member and you would like the ritual, you can go to the shop page, go to goldenotter.us and go to the shop page. It's right there, and you can download it and do it tonight. I always recommend doing the ritual within like 2 to 3 days of the new or full moon. The link is down below. And here we go. Let me flip this around. Okay, so here it is. Lunar Manifestations. This is the Virgo new moon ritual. And it is giving it up to give it back. The long arm of the universe reaches out over people, places, and conditions, tipping the favor forever in your interest. Oh gosh, okay, we're almost done. So what if a seemingly inopportune setback has to happen to get you in the exact right place at the exact perfect time for your destiny to unfold? Okay, so I'm going to stop it there because you can go and get the ritual in the shop page, or if you're a member, you can get it in the members area. And then really quickly, oh, well, how about that? Let me just flip it around and show you all. Ecamm Live. I'm using Ecamm Live to record, and I really love it. It's not a paid promotion. I'm just kind of super digging it right now. Okay, here we go. Where did manifestations? Here we go. So you can get the ritual in the shop page. If you're interested where a portion of our proceeds go, you can go check out the Be the Change page shop. And here it is. So this is where you can get it, get the details, and download it. All right, friends. Thank you so much for everybody who joined live. Thank you for adding your comments. Emily, thank you for helping me troubleshoot. I will figure out how to get this sound playing for us. And I'm gonna get dialed in on this as a teacher, and you guys are gonna come back next week like, all right, Miss Sibel's doing her due diligence. She's getting her classroom good to go for everybody. Okay, so let's see here. So if you are a member, go on over to the members call, the members Q&A, and I will see. See, I can hear you guys jumping on. You're like, bling, I'm there, come on. I can tell you guys are out here. Oh, by the way, we have an app for that. We can chat together. It's a lot of fun. I know, I'm coming. Give me 1 second. It's really fun. We have this really interactive platform, which I love. And now I'm going to YouTube, and I'm going to go over there. You do have to be 18 years. Somebody's popped that into my head. Yes, you do have to be 18 years or older to be a part of Lunar Manifestations. And if you guys have any last questions, ask me quick before I have to jump over there for our members only call. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was on a call last night and somebody was like, hey, can we do a tapping session? If anybody's familiar with tapping, can we do a tapping session on perfectionism? Oh, this is weird. My live stream's missing. This is so bizarre. There it is. There it is. Okay, members, I'm going to give you this link real quick. And I'll see you later. All right. Thank you to everybody who joined us on the Virgo new moon in love and light autumn. Bye.